Yo, what's up guys? Yeah, PokeaimMD here with the next part of the Road to Top 10. I did promise you guys a longer episode today, so we will be doing that. We'll be using this team by KW, and it's actually a tournament-made team. Looks really interesting. So it's not really ready for the ladder, but it is something I wanted to use, especially because it has MISMAGIUS, which is a Pokemon I very much like in RU, but I'm too scared to bring it in a tournament because every single time I bring something that dies to Pursuit, I play 6-5, or 5-6 rather. I mean, like, obviously, MISMAGIUS, Bronzong, and the Slowking are two things that come to mind. This SLOWBRO and Metagross, I don't really think they can get Pursuit dropped. But that's my humble opinion. But, yeah. In any case, let's go right into team preview. Thank you everybody for all the support. Alright, so the first member of the team we have is MISMAGIUS, however you want to pronounce it. I don't personally care, but this Pokemon, pretty cool. Being a ghost type, one of the big things it has is obviously that immunity to fighting. I guess normal too. But that immunity to fighting is very important because Registeel runs basically Seismic Toss, Toxic, Protect, and Stealth Rock. Typically, some do run maybe an Elemental Punch or Earthquake or something, but with Substitute you're able to avoid that, and you can set up nasty plots on a Pokemon like Registeel. We have Thunder with ELECTRIUM Z. This is really nice because it allows you to blow past Pokemon like Milotic and Mandibuzz, Pokemon that are definitely threats, and also it's really nice neutral coverage on most Dark types. Obviously Drapion, Pangoro, Umbreon come to mind, and obviously we have Stab, Shadow Ball. Next up we have SLOWBRO. Now SLOWBRO pairs really well with MISMAGIUS because it actually pivots into a lot of physical attackers that threaten this Pokemon. Metagross is one that comes to mind. Yes, we threaten it with Shadow Ball, but it also threatens us with Meteor Mash for an OHKO. So Rocky Helmet, with that we're able to get a little bit of chip off on Metagross, even if it doesn't end up staying in as we go for Scald. Also nice for wearing down Pokemon like Tyrantrum. Too, for the team, it's just really good. Scald Ice Beam is there, Stab, and then you have Ice Beam to threaten grass types because typically Roserade, Virizion, you also want to be able to threaten Noivern, I believe, too. Those are all Pokemon that might be switching in on SLOWBRO. Toxic is just nice, obviously wears down your opponent, Slack Off for recovery, just fully physically defensive, helps it better take on Tyrantrum and Metagross in the tier, just to name two. Roserade is the next member of the squad. We are running Spike support with MISMAGIUS. Again, helps it really break through a lot. With Spikes, Synthesis, Giga Drain, and Hidden Power Fire with Technician. Hidden Power Fire with Technician and Expert Belt, I believe, is a KO on Metagross with the Spike up, so it's really powerful. If I'm not mistaken, that count could be a little bit off by a few points or so. But Timid Max Speed, we want to at least be able to speed tie with other Roserade, being faster than Timid Blastoise as well, Timid Nidoqueen. Synthesis for recovery, because this is something that could take hits from Pokemon like Shaman, something that we don't really switch in too well to, and obviously bulky waters in general. We don't want SLOWBRO getting toxic by Milotic, right? So we'll go out to Roserade, who is immune to that and can threaten it with the Giga Drain. But yeah, Synthesis for recovery, Spike support, helping out the team. This Virizion is very unique, and it's more so, and I'm going to pull up exactly what he told me here. So I asked him if he can explain the Virizion, and he said, yes, that definitely warrants some explanation. Basically, it was a concept for easier pivoting into grasses plus Zygarde 10%, and as a stall breaker lure of sorts that could help deal with stuff like Noivern via Toxic, and keep Defog from occurring with stuff like Mandibuzz, as long as they don't have Brave Bird, obviously. So you have hazards. So it's a support bulky grass Virizion, which is really interesting. Synthesis for recovery, Taunt again blocks Defog. Obviously we do have to worry about Brave Bird for Mandibuzz, but if Spike and Stealth Rock are up and Mandibuzz comes in, it's more than likely gonna go for Defog and not Brave Bird if it does have it. Toxic again wears down flying types that might want to switch in. Of course Mandibuzz and Noivern come to mind, and then Sacred Sword are just Stab, and this is actually not terrible because it ignores the target stat changes. So if a Pokemon goes for Curse or whatever, like Snorlax, I'll hit it for the same damage I would do if it was +0 versus, you know, +2 defense. Just Timid Max Speed. I guess speed tying with opposing Virizion could be nice. We'll probably eat up a +2 close combat just because of our big HP stat and do some damage with Sacred Sword, but it ignores the stat changes, so I don't know if that's even in our best interest. Speaking of Virizion, we have Aerodactyl as an answer to it, one of the checks to it. This is our Stealth Rocker on the team. It's Stealth Rock, Roost, Stone Edge, and Aerial Ace. I don't know why I couldn't say Aerial Ace there. Aerial Ace. It's something that can come in on Mana Buzz if need be and can Stone Edge for 2-hit KO with rocks up. Aerial Ace is just there to threaten Grass types, Virizion, Roserade, Shaman. Leftovers for longevity, just Jolly max speed. I think Unnerve or Pressure can all work. I like Unnerve though because if Linoon tries to belly drum up in its face, which it can because it can take a Stone Edge and then belly drum up, Unnerve means their barrier will not activate, so they won't be able to belly drum up in Aerodactyl's face. So I think that's pretty cool. Giving us some speed control and again just something a ground immunity as well outside of Mismagius. Last but not least, we do have Choice Band Metagross. This provides us a Pursuit Trapper. This provides us priority, a nice Fairy check with Bullet Punch. Meteor Mash and Earthquake are given. Meteor Mash obviously is your main stab. Earthquake is your way of punishing opposing steals. Enough speed for Jolly Pangoro. Rest was put into attack, and I think some HP. I feel like this lets me take like something like All Out Pummeling from. Let's take something. I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head, but I know when you put HP on a Metagross, it's usually for a reason. Only thing I feel like this is missing out is, of course, Explosion, and that's just a nuke with the Choice Band. But I mean, with Spike support and just this thing clicking Meteor Mash, it's gonna be really nice. So this should really be a fun episode. Hopefully, we don't lose too many points. In fact, I would love to just keep climbing for an hour or so. But yeah, let us get right into the battles. So almost immediately after that clip about my team preview, I was reminded that I have to go to the Bronx in about an hour and a half to do some things with my parents. But yeah, so I won't be able to make this one an hour-long episode. It's gonna have to be a shorter one, around half an hour or so, which sucks because I really want to play for an hour. But hopefully the next one or one of these episodes before we hit top 10 will be an hour-long episode. I'm sorry, guys. I really thought I was doing it. Anyway, Sticky Web and no hazard control. Spikes are gonna be really nice though. I think for basically I think Mismagius is going to be my win con, so I'm actually going to go the Spikes, just a hazard stacking route. I can't really do much about Galvantula doing stuff to me, but I will get up my hazards here. Sorry if you hear anything going on in the background, because I think that Mismagius is going to be really key. I'm very worried about Pangoro, but another mon that's just super good, especially with hazards up, believe it or not, is that Aerodactyl. So my two Levitators are great, and it looks like it might not be webs. Interesting. Brings out Snorlax. Is this a Pursuit variant, or is this just setup? I'm going to bring in Slowbro to Toxic. I can't tell if that's like what that is at all. That's not Choice Band, right? 30% is definitely not Choice Band. Huh. I thought of a Toxic here. I was debating Ice Beaming for Roserade, but I rather Toxic on potentially the Blastoise switching. And it'd be good just for Snorlax, excuse me, in general. So this is really good because if that had been webs, it would have been a little bit more scary. That damage on Roserade does not tell me its specs. That could be random Scarf Galvantula too. That's something I need to keep in mind. But I'm not going to bring out my Mismagius here because if he Dark Pulses, I will die. Or at least take like 98%. I think the calc is ridiculous because of Mega Launcher. So I'd much rather go out into my my Roserade here, take the Dark Pulse or even the Ice Beam coming out, and then just Giga Drain back. If he does Rapid Spin, I could just go for a Spike again, so that's no big deal. The fact that this slow Snorlax doesn't look to be choiced is good. That's definitely not choiced. Because I fought Choice Band Snorlax in what's it called? In SPL at a point, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I did nothing. He's really thinking a lot about this play. Is he gonna double? I mean, so these two die to Aerial Ace, right? This needs a little bit of damage, but this definitely dies to Aerial Ace. Obviously Rocks would be really nice too because just doing more. Actually, Rocks only do more to one Pokemon on that team. I think I value Spikes more than Rock in this game. Let's see if they just Mega Evolve and go for the Rapid Spin here. They do. So I'm going to get up a Spike again because my opponent does have the Goodra, and I can easily knock you out here. If they do opt to Ice Beam here and actually pick up the KO, what I can do is bring out Mismagius and just throw off a Z. So this is like fine either way, right? I either do one of two things. Oh, actually, if that's Choice, I bet you that's AV Snorlax. I bet you that's AV Snorlax. I'm gonna bring out my my Virizion here because you can't Rapid Spin. You're either gonna go out to Snorlax or you're gonna Dark Pulse. I'm not gonna drop my Z because I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know why AV Snorlax is like speaking to me. So if he goes for Dark Pulse, I get an Attack Raise, which should make my Sacred Sword knock out Blastoise after Poison. Again, I do value that spike a lot. I think that's gonna go a long way as well. I'm really thinking that's Assault Vest Snorlax. It does go for Dark Pulse, nice. Get my little attack raise here. I would very much like this +1 attack to knock out Blastoise at 28%. I mean, it's 325 attack, maybe? No? Thank you. Alright, so we do keep up our spike, and he really does struggle with this mon, especially since he gave it a boost. Galvantula comes out. I guess a Toxic. Like, I'll eat the Bug Buzz up. Yeah, I'm a very bulky set, and I'd rather get some potential... I think it's Scarf Galvantula, I'm not sure. Like, the way he's playing it, it looks to be Scarf Galvantula. Another thing that's really good here is my Bullet Punch from my Metagross. So, nice. We were able to win the first game. Let's go ahead and look for another one. This one took a while to find as well, so hopefully the next one doesn't take too long, because I'm definitely on a timer. So, nice. Alright. A few problems, for sure. Another Snorlax is definitely a big issue. Aerodactyl is going to be cool for its speed in this. Sub Nasty Plot MISMAGIUS might do something, but with Snorlax, I'm not sure. Man, it feels the same, man. Whether I'm playing on a tournament or in this, I feel like, man, I can never use these ghost types. How do I beat Nidoqueen? I think I go the Roserade route and I just Giga Drain twice. Like, I don't think I have an alternative. As much as I love a Spike Up in this game too, and Ice Beam's gonna do a lot, man. And I don't think my Giga Drain's gonna 2-hit KO. Almost a 2-hit KO, almost a 2-hit KO. This could just be some... These three could just be Trick Room abusers, though. Hoopa, I'm going to try and Pursuit, I guess, but it's faster than me for the most part. Alright, we're going to go the Roserade route. As he goes Porygon. So it looks like maybe it is actually just Trick Room. Traces my Technician. Shouldn't matter too much. I'll just get up a Spike here. A Spike's going to go a long way because it actually allows me to 2-hit KO. Again, the Nidoqueen, as you guys saw. So this may very well be Trick Room. Nidoqueen comes hard out on it. That boy knows his calc. Does not want me to 2-hit KO him. I can respect that. That did nothing. That did absolutely nothing. But that did nothing too. So I'm good. This damage is really crucial because I do not beat this Pokemon very easily. I definitely do not beat this Pokemon very easily. Do I want another Spike? Nah. I can get up Spikes on Porygon if need be. He doubled for a reason. He probably expected my Metagross, like looking at how he doubled. So I'm gonna get up as many Spikes as possible if I can. He crits me and freezes me, which is pretty big. I do think that SLOWBRO can take any attack from this, and I'd rather Toxic this, even if I get Toxic myself. So I'm gonna go for the nice. Oh, just a great, good turn, good turn. So with Porygon being Toxic, if I can potentially Toxic Snorlax, I should be good. Aerodactyl beats the Virizion, so I'm not worried about that. We're gonna make the Metagross play and not allow this guy to spin on me. And I'm just gonna Earthquake here. It does the most damage to Blastoise. As much as I love MISMAGIUS, I cannot risk him spinning. I need my hazards here. He should just Dark Pulse, but I do have a Virizion too, so he might Ice Beam. So I'm gonna make this play no matter what. If he Dark Pulse is a great play. Does go for Rapid Spin, fantastic. I doubt Shadow Ball does 34%. I'm just gonna click Gigavolt Havoc, and we have successfully prevented the Rapid Spin. So awesome. My hazards are up. I guess this is Scarf Hoopa by the looks of it. Is it? It has to be, right? This is Scarf Hoopa, right? Okay, it's Scarf Hoopa. Confirmed. Okay, Scarf Hoopa isn't very fast. I believe Aerodactyl is faster. And I know that my MISMAGIUS can take the hit. Okay, so what I'm going for, at least to beat... I need Virizion around, right? Because that'll guarantee beat Porygon. That'll beat Snorlax as well. I don't mind him Ice Beaming here if he has it. It's not going to do much. Has Sludge Wave, so that's not a big deal either. Gonna Shadow Ball, and I should be able to sub up as well. Yeah, I'm gonna try and... He could have Hyperspace Hole, I guess, which goes through sub. I mean, either way, I don't lose anything by going for Nasty Plot. Like, if he has Hyperspace Hole, he has Hyperspace Hole. But then I can Pursue Trap it with Metagross, so I'm okay with that. So, the T-Spike is going to be annoying. But again, I'll live this. Yep. Knock you out. With +2, I do knock out I shouldn't be able to knock out Porygon with Thunder. Let's see if he does have the Hyperspace Hole. Goes Virizion. To Leaf Blade me, I guess. Oh, and I get a very nasty crit. That's actually a really nasty crit. Very, very, very nasty. Let me see if my Bullet Punch knocks you out. Bro, Scarf Hoopa is interesting. 55 to 65%. Oh boy. He Psyshocks there though for whatever reason. Not sure why Psyshock was the play. I'm just gonna Meteor Mash because you have no Meteor Mash switching. And if he switches out... Oh, and he goes Snorlax too instead of Porygon, so that's amazing. Choice Bam, Meteor Mash does some damage. That boy had a Guave, A. Nah. And Bullet Punch knocks out Hoopa, right? 55 min, so that's exactly where Hoopa will be at. Porygon I'm not worried about. 55 minutes at 51, yep. I sack Slowbro because it does nothing. Or should I just sack Arrow? Because Arrow's faster guaranteed. Just in case things go wrong, I guess Arrow's faster. Yeah, you know what? I just want to make sure I win. So I'm going to go Slowbro, go Arrow, Aerial Ace. So Arrow's faster. Aerial Ace, like, I don't want this to be some random HP invested Hoopa, you know? I don't think Aerial Ace actually does 51% either, but it at least guarantees that Hoopa goes down to Bullet Punch. And then I can just Bullet Punch spam versus Porygon. My Virizion is at full and will always beat the Porygon. I guess it's a wrap. Nice. Let's go ahead and look for another game because I got to get as many as possible in the next 20-something minutes or so. Ooh. Okay, so this is literally the matchup we like for MISMAGIUS. Because it sets up on Registeel, which is very, very big. Obviously, the Raikou is threatening. The dog can be a little bit threatening. Raikou is more threatening than the dog, I think. This guy ain't coming back. I don't know if it's Specs or not. You're very good in this, too. Alright, we're going to go to the Rosary. We're going to Spike Stack him. Oh, that's amazing. I'm just going to click Giga Drain here. I'm not going to bother predicting. Are you a Thunder Waver? You might be. That's fair. I guess Slowbro doesn't technically care about Thunder Wave either. Not as much anyway. Getting that spike up is so good. Yeah, Slowbro doesn't care as much about Thunder. You came back? Why'd you bother leaving? There was nothing else I wanted to get Thunder Wave. I like Arrow because it checks Virizion, so I have to keep that thing alive at all costs. So I go Slowbro and I click Toxic here. Even if he Thunder Waves me, that's whatever. As he goes Registeel. If I go Metagross, he's going to go out into Blastoise, right? That's fine. I'd rather get up as many spikes as possible on this thing, and I can get him his MISMAGIUS safely after. I'm going to Giga Drain here because Psychic is his play. So he may actually end up doubling out into Blastoise because I already showed Slowbro. He could go for Psychic too to be a little bit less aggressive. But this is something I'm willing to get damage on, right? Because like it's... like if I can deny that double, that'd be fantastic. Because I've already shown Slowbro as my initial switching, you know? So it would make sense if my opponent does double here. Anticipating my Slowbro. It could either be Blastoise or it could be Raikou. And the reason I'm thinking Blastoise is because Blastoise can spin. Obviously, I do risk damage on this, but because he was Psychic and not Psyshock, it won't do as much. Yeah, okay, goes Raikou, which is amazing still for MISMAGIUS. Let's see if we get a hit off. Nope. fantastic. Okay, I guess Enter Sensory could technically come out. Regardless, I think I go Virizion. As he goes for Hidden Power. Just gonna Toxic here. Deals with Cresselia coming in, yep. Hey, I managed to land, fantastic. And we can taunt, preventing you from going for any attack versus me, for the most part, nice. So what I'll do is, because I guess getting rid of this is also necessary too. I'm going to attempt to Pursuit Trap the Cresselia. I don't have to though. I really don't have to because he's not going to do much with Psychic. But I guess it's better in the long run too, getting rid of it. So I'll do as much as possible with this. Ooh, that's an arrow range. Blastoise comes out. I can get up hazards later, so I'd rather just go Virizion here. Especially if he wants a Dark Pulse. He might try and take the hit. I could see him just taking the hit with Blastoise, but I think Synthesis is still always better. He doesn't switch in well to Virizion, so it makes sense if he wants to. If he goes, okay, he'll just double Oversphere. That's fine. I'm gonna make this Magius play because there's no way he Dark Pulses this Pokemon. As he goes Cress, and I guess Shadow Ball is free. Nice. Hey. Okay, cool. So Raikou can come out if it wants to. Yo, real talk, that Raikou is a threat. Like, me not having Earthquake on Arrow is a little bit bad, I think, in this. If he goes Registeel, that is literally the freest sub in my life. So I will. Alright, goes Raikou. I'm gonna try and. I think this is Calm Mind Z. I'm gonna try and get off some damage with my Roserade on him. As he Z moves me, Never Ending Nightmare. That's fine. Again, I'm going to try and just get off some damage. If he wants to Calm Mind up, I'm okay with that. Besides HP, like he doesn't have to HP Ice. Because I just need... I basically need a little bit of chip with this Pokemon here to knock him out with... I need a little bit of chip with this Pokemon here to knock him out with my Arrow. So, I think Synthesis is my best play. Because I'll be able to take a +1 attack anyway, and I can just Sacred Sword twice. Yeah, that's fair. Is it better to talk? It's only 90% accurate. It's actually better to Sacred Sword. And Sacred Sword's a 2-hit KO, whereas I'll live his hit easily. Yep, I did not do half. I'm over half. Yo, big support Virizion. Not bad. Support Virizion sounds kind of flamed, alright? That's kind of clean. Get some damage off on you real quick. Oof. And we'll just go Metagross. I'm not as worried about this thing because if it's not +2, it can't knock out Slowbro anyway. And the reason I'm even implying that is because I'm gonna go Aerodactyl and Revenge him. So Big Arrow gets to come out. The Revenge is here. The Revenge is mine. Dog also loses to Slowbro, and I'm pretty sure this is Z Virizion just by the looks of it. My bad, I can record whenever tomorrow morning or maybe later tonight. You liar. It's Blunder. Whatever, I'll let him get away with it for now. For now. So because this team is actually very weak to opposing Blastoise, I can see this thing being Calm Mind Synthesis. For sure. I don't mind him toxicing me. Especially because I can Roost it. And by going for Rocks, I at least... make it so he can't really come in on Virizion at all. Blastoise can come out, and I do have Z Thunder. I think I just sack something. Goes for Toxic and misses, that's fair. I don't need my Virizion. Like, I literally Sacred Sword spam. Till I die. And that should be able to deal with everything. I do some nice damage to Registeel. Yeah, as long as I keep that piece around and this piece around, I'll go for that. I have my endgame set. I get a MISMAGIUS. I go for sub. Go for sub. And then I just Shadow Ball immediately after. Because I don't allow a switch. Because he can't touch me. As you can see, I Shadow Ball immediately after instead of going for the what's it called? The setup, because I do not allow any switch on my opponent's part. Though Blastoise didn't break my sub, and I would have been +2 anyway, so I don't know how I feel about this. But we're able to be with Blastoise. As long as I keep Mismagius alive, I will not lose to. I should not ever lose to Registeel. Ever. The dog can come out. The dog comes out. I mean, I go Slowbro. I don't care. Pretty sure Slowbro lives. Ew. Every hit. Not a fan. Choice ban arrows too. Slack it off. Ice Beam here. He goes Registeel. I go Aerodactyl. I sack it. I sub up with Mismagius. I win the game because the dog dies. Oh, actually, does that win me the game? I should just go hard Slowbro here and just spam Scald. I won't be able to lose to the dog anyway, as long as I have Aerodactyl alive, because Aerial Ace will deal with it, and he can't. Like if he touches me, he takes Rocky Helmet. So yeah, this could potentially be a choke, because if I sub up and he goes for 1,000 arrows, he'll break my sub, and then Registeel can potentially win, I guess. So let me just go hard Slowbro. It doesn't matter if this thing gets poisoned, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, because he takes the helmet. Ah, big helmet. At 101%. Okay. I think hard Mismagius is my play. Gigavolt Havoc, because that's a guaranteed KO. If he protected, I got damage off anyway. And I don't lose to the dog because I have Slowbro around. Did this guy come back? Did I lose? Oh, okay. I thought I lost. I got scared for a second. I was like, what? Like, why am I losing? Anyway. Play Ice Beam and win. GG. Yo, support Virizion has been putting in some work, man. Holy crap. Support Virizion is nasty. I'm surprised. Oh, I did not see what you said, dude. I'm so sorry. Should have went something. I didn't. He should have went Virizion, yes, on my thing instead. If that's what he said. I did not read it. I'm sorry. I just left after. My bad. I think that... How much time are we at? 21. I think I got time for one more. I got time for hopefully one more. Hopefully. We're in the 1500s now, I believe. What did I say? Whoops. 15, 18? Is that really what we're at? Ugh, why are we so low, man? I mean, we're not low, but we're not high up on the ladder either. Well, actually, we're not that bad at all. What the hell? I'm top 100. What? How? Wow, Aryu does not have the most play. This is a tough one. Ooh, this is a tough one. Support, okay, so potentially default Florges, and obviously Espeon is there too. Espeon is annoying. Oh crap. Yo, but you know what else is annoying? My boy Young Roserade. Because I know, so what I'm thinking is, I use, shut up, man, why am I talking about that? Yo, my bad, my bronze accent sometimes comes out. I'm thinking, I use Roserade to lure in Espeon, I get in Metagross and I Pursuit Trap it, and it's a wrap. Because then I can get up spikes, obviously, freely. Tyrantrum is checked by Slowbro. This is checked by Slowbro. You're checked by Slowbro. You're checked by Slowbro. Damn, bro. That man overworking. My bad, dude. I hope you get paid well. Meteor Mash is really nice here, too, besides this. Uh-oh. There is my text message to hurry up. Okay, You know what? Metagross is actually just a fantastic lead. Forget that. I don't even. What's the point of luring Espeon when I got the goats right here? This boy is in. I think this dies. 92 to 100 and something percent. Damn, that's some good damage, man. That's a 56% chance to go to. I'm going for it, whatever. Worth it. Hell yeah, that was worth it. That boy Flame Orb too. I can see Quag coming out now. I'd rather not miss. I'm gonna make this. I really would rather not miss, especially because maybe that wasn't worth it. But then again, this was very tough to pivot into because I like my Rocky Helmet on SLOWBRO. I'm gonna go out into SLOWBRO here. Yeah, okay, he Bullet Punch, awesome for the chip. So that's like best case scenario for me because SLOWBRO matches up well versus everything bar Espeon. Oh, hello, my friend. Is this Ghostium? Because if it is it Specs or Ghostium? Because if it's either, it does a lot. Alright, let me see this, let me see this, let me see this. It might be Trick too. Yo, where my Ghost Resist at? I mean, I can still handle it even if this thing gets tricked. It's just a little bit annoying. I got a Scald. Okay, it's Calm Mind. It probably is Calm Mind Ghostium, but this is still, oh, I got a crit who, which is and oh my gosh, dude. Holy crap, bro. My bad. I'm not a big fan of my MISMAGIUS in this game. As much as I could be. That's such a bad burn as well. Wow. Because that allows me to get in my Aerodactyl and just Aerial Ace you. And after of course I sack my MISMAGIUS. My bad, bro. That was a crit and burn. And it is the Ghostium, right? Gigable Havoc. Oh, okay. That's fair. So maybe it's like Calm Mind Zap Cannon or something like that. Anyway, get an Aerodactyl here. I'm gonna go for Aerial Ace. Knock out Espeon. Another crit just to spite it. My period comes out. I mean, I might as well start getting some rocks, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want him switching into... First off, my Roserade literally goes in. So he does not switch in very well. So I might as well get up some rocks there. Gets up his own. I can save this, I suppose, as just a pivot into Tyrantrum if need be. He could have Toxic, I guess. I just Ice Punch. Yeah, that means he doesn't have Toxic because Earthquake and the other move are... It's literally Earthquake and the other move. Florges comes out. I see Leftovers, so you're probably not a Psychic variant. I'm gonna get out my Roserade here and just start touching, like with the Sludge Bomb and the Moonblast and everything. I'll just Giga Drain because I have Synthesis, so I beat you 1v1 even if you have Heal Bell. No, I'll make it like a Bullet Punch you. I don't know if he's defogged. Well, I found out he's defogged. This is good because last move is Synthesis or Wish or whatever. Just get up a Spike again. It's not a big deal. Because I get in Metagross now on his defog. Or Synthesis. That's nice too. I just Meteor Mash. Because Choice Band Meteor Mash doesn't... Even Quags are taking like, what, 26%? Yeah. 26% exactly. Virizion can come out. I click my nice little Tox right here. Click Toxic again on the Florges coming in. I'm gonna taunt you. Look at Stall Breaker Virizion, man. Look at it go. I guess I could pivot into Rose right here too. Doing some damage. I really just don't want him to be able to defog on me. I'll be real. I'm gonna Bullet Punch. Like, I do not want you to be able to defog on me, period. I don't care if you go Quag. BP just denies the Bullet Punch if you're faster. So nice. Alright, so now Giga Drain wins the game. Even if he's like Double Dance Tyrantrum or whatever. And it wasn't because it was Z move Espeon. It's probably Scarf Tyrantrum. Just looking at it. This should be game. Tyrantrum comes out. I just BP. BP is a 2-hit KO. Always. And it's Scarf Tyrantrum anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Head Smash does do a lot. Ooh, that does so much damage though. Why'd you go for that move of everything? Can't even eat his berry. Yep. I was going to go for Rocks too because I know you're Scarf based on your team. So I got a little bit lucky here in the sense that I crit and burnt the Espeon, which definitely helped Aerodactyl revenge it. Obviously, if I didn't crit burn it, I would probably have had to use, yo, that Virizion, this Virizion put in work, man. I can't even put MISMAGIUS in the thumbnail. I gotta put Virizion. But obviously, had I not done that, might have been, I would probably have to risk a Stone Edge with Aerodactyl versus the Aerial Ace that I went for. But getting rid of that, obviously, Stallbreaker Virizion also showing a little bit of worth. That was nice. So we end up at 1530, which is we're on the ladder. I think that's number 70 something. Number 71. This boy. I will catch you. Well, I don't care about catching you. I just care about getting here. We're number 71 on the ladder. Thank you, Brett, for watching. I'm so sorry that this could not have been a longer episode, but I gotta write down more stuff on the calendar because I'd be forgetting things. And I gotta read the calendar too. But thank you for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. It was a ton of fun. Goodbye, my friend. Shout out to my boy KW for the team.